Hi guys, welcome. Scatlink here, we are off for the finale of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 100% walkthrough. This Let's Play has gone pretty smoothly. It's pretty much how, well, everything pretty much went to plan with a couple of shocks here and there, a few derpy moments, but what can you do? I mean, not every Let's Play goes as smoothly as you would like, but it went as smoothly as I could hope for it to be. All we've got now is the final boss, Ganon Pork. We've got to rescue Zelda and save the world from his tyrancy and create the fated paradox of both child and adult timelines converging and running parallel to one another. However, if we die, which I'm sure we won't, we will access the game over timeline, which is separate from all the rest. Now, even though I haven't taken any damage, it doesn't really matter if you're at full health or not. That includes magic. Of course you want to be stocked up with everything else at this point, but you don't really need anything else. Of course I'm completely stocked up, as you can clearly see. Pretty much my finishing stuff right here, but for the final battle, you want Deco Nuts. Just saying. You might be thinking, why the hell do you need Deco Nuts for the final boss if you've never used them in the entire game? Well, you'll see, dear viewers, or fellow players, you will see, for those who don't know or non-believers, they are actually useful at this stage in the game. But we will get to that in a minute. For now, we do battle. There's Zelda in her ruby crystal. That crystal must be worth at least 500 rupees. I mean, look at it. It's purple. It's purple rupee and it's huge. Hang on a second. Oh my god, we have the Triforce of Courage. Zelda's Triforce of Wisdom is resonating. She's shocked. And if you haven't got full HP or magic, you're healed. The Triforce heals you for the final battle. It's on your side. It does not want Gandalf to get it. And yet, the Triforce of Power goes to him anyway. The gods are weird. The Triforce parts are resonating. They are combining into one again. I've done this so many times, it's going to be quite underwhelming for me. The two Triforce parts that I could not capture on that day 7 years ago. I didn't expect that they would be hidden within you two. I'm apparently Waluigi when I laugh. But now, finally, all the Triforce parts have gathered here. These toys are too much for you. I command you to return them to me! Disable! Scatlink, I can't help you. Because of the waves of darkness, I can't get close. I'm sorry, Scatlink. So basically that means he's disabled our Z targeting at certain parts in this battle. We are dealing with the Great King of Evil Ganondorf. Navi is not helpful at this stage. Keep your hover boots on. They are needed. His first Warlock Punch will destroy the first 2 rows, and if you're standing on any of these blocks, they will do anything. Don't worry about not having the Master Sword. You can bounce his attacks with the bigger one sword. I did not time it right there because I'm talking. But if you're standing on one of these blocks and you get hit, they're going to fall, as well as him doing a Warlock Punch. And weirdly enough, if you stand still and you use the bigger one sword, which you can see right here, you start turning, which is quite annoying because you would have to re-angle yourself. Unless you target, then you can do this, which is actually a good idea. So let me stop messing up here. And I like using the bigger one sword because it has the most reach. So just keep playing badminton with him like you did with Phantom Ganon. Like I said, use that for practice. Once he's paralysed, get a light arrow ready and shoot him in the groin. Once he's shocked, you have regained Z targeting for this point. Jump attack him, untarget and stab him. or you could just give him a couple of spin attacks. But whatever you do, get off the platform once he gets up, otherwise you'll get knocked down. If you've already noticed by now, if you look down, this tower is pretty much what was below us when we were entering the room. Those pots are restock units if you ever need them at this stage in the battle. So if you ever fall down, don't worry, those little dots on the floor will not be spikes, but they will be pots where you can restock, of course. So just keep up this badminton play for a little bit. Shoot him in the head, or in the armpit, that works as well. Get over there, and spin with me, Ganon Pork! Spin! Ganon Pork on the knob. And he's done! The great evil King Ganondorf. Beaten by this kid? Scatlink? And he goes Super Saiyan. Bring down the house, apparently. And the evil king, just like that, in a matter of minutes, is defeated. Who needed the Master Sword? I had a big Goron knife. Freaking ninja skills for the win. Nice upskirt shot right there. Even though there's nothing under there, because, you know, unseen polygons equals not needed polygons, so, you know. Limitations. Ganondorf, pitiful man. Without a strong righteous mind, he could not control the power of the gods, and... Oh god, what's going on? That music does not sound good, and that rumbling is not good either. Scatlink, listen to me. This tower will collapse soon. With his last breath, Ganondorf is trying to crush us in the ruins of the tower. We need to hurry and escape. Please, follow me. And you will be fully recovered by this in the 3DS version. You'll be recovered fully HP, and you have been here, apparently. Okay, I never knew that, because I never noticed. I only noticed on the 3DS version, because your health it shows. But anyway, don't bother following that rumour of shooting Ganondorf in the head 50 times with light arrows. Because, well, one, you won't have enough arrows, and two, you're on a time limit. You need to get the hell out of here, and you need to stay with Zelda. Don't bother taking a shortcut by dropping, because even though you could take 2 hearts damage, it actually counts as a respawn. You need to keep Zelda next to you and avoid getting hit, because otherwise she'll freeze. You got to get her to these doors, and she'll cast, well... Oh, what's the spell from Harry Potter? I can't remember now. Alohomora, that's it. And, well, yeah, she can open doors for you, and that's the only way to escape. Because we've been seeing these doors all the way through our ascent, but I haven't talked about them. This is our escape route. Don't bother going forward, you want to go over this hole. Always keep your hover boots on, because they just help to keep your footing against these, well, pits. And luckily the boulders will not hit you in these cutscenes. You'll just have that red effect going on. Now, she's just gonna walk around, you can do that as well, but later on she'll do some, like, weird maneuvers, and you can just do whatever. As long as you both get to the opposite side of the room, it's fine. You just need to get out of here. Remember, you start with 3 minutes! It's like Metroid, really. You beat the final boss, then you got an escape sequence. But there wasn't a Metroid on the 64, so I guess this kind of brings it to you. That one almost hit me. Go, go, go! Ah, now, for this bit, you'll want your ice arrows. If you haven't, definitely want your ice arrows. It makes this a cakewalk. I'm taking out my bigger one sword here, because we're in a cutscene here. Link feels an evil presence. Guess what? Ring of Fire! She makes a ring of fire to protect herself, and what you've got to do is take out these things, but don't just fight them willy-nilly. Try and get a pot shot in them by hitting them with ice arrows, and then, if you do a jump attack, you'll instantly one-shot them. Like that. Oh, come on. Okay, whatever. Oh, come on, you serious? Okay, I'm doing sucky here. Okay, that one's frozen. Yeah, my bigger one sword. Jump attack him. There we go. Instantly dead. Oh, what was about a fight, you mug? Ah, I missed. I'm not like... I don't know. Just not doing good here. There we go. Take up the bigger one sword. Jump attack him. Instant dead. And I got something. Thank you, Scatlink. Now, let's hurry. If you were trying to take him out quickly and you took a couple of hits, don't worry, she drops a few hearts for you. I would recommend grabbing them. And I need my light arrows again, or you would think, but I'm not going to equip them just yet, because I don't want to be pausing at the moment. And in fact, I do not need to pause, but we'll get to that later, like I already said. For now, we've got to continue our escape route. And here, you might actually want to take off your hover boots, but I'm just going to drop. Yeah, she does get surprised, but you've got to stop anyway, so whatever. Open the door. Run on in like the maniac we are, and I walked through a boulder. She's going to do squiddly squid maneuver. We just want to walk straight through like a boss. Wait here for her. There we go. Sadly, she won't even get hit anyway because, you know, she's an NPC, so... just a required NPC. Now, we've got to dodge meteors that are actually very dickishly placed when they're falling. They're actually in the path that you've got to go to. And funnily enough, if you have the hover boots and the shield, you'll still take damage. But if you don't have the hover boots, you may not take damage. I don't know how it works. I'll go through here. In the 3DS version, that's not an event wall, so I don't understand that. There's a Redead here. I do not want to target you. The exit's over here, she says. Keep moving then. Okay, that was annoying. I was trying to jump attack this thing. Oh well, I'm just going to stab you in the face! Yes, one Redead is here to try and ruin your chances of escape and rape you in front of the princess you're trying to save. Things could not be more cruel. And why are you not opening the door? I'm standing right next to you. Thank you. That was weird. Maybe I should have grabbed the magic key dropped. That would have actually been a good idea, but whatever. We're almost done. And I'm going to equip my light arrows right now. And I do not think light arrows even take out Redeads, because I can't remember if that does work or not. Oh, come on, that was a cheap hit. I couldn't move because Zelda was in the way. And we're out of here. Boom! Explosions! Now, if only they could have used the explosion effect from Star Fox, that would have just added to the amazingness. Gas pipes are breaking, towers collapsing. The whole castle's becoming a massive pancake. Boom! And notice that the bridge is gone as well. You get massive rumble from your rumble pack. If you're playing the 3DS version, you won't have rumble. But yeah, you'll get massive rumbles from your rumble pack. Wait for it. Explosions! The whole place is crumbling from the inside out. And this cutscene looks spectacular in 3D, I gotta admit. But I'm playing on the 64 version, the earliest version, and boom! Shockwaves! The whole place is a pancake! And we escaped with our lives. Peace has returned. It's over. It's finally over. Hey. Scatlink? I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the battle before. Oh, it was fine. Whoa! What was that noise? Like we didn't already know. What is that sound? Let's approach carefully. Hello? Whoa! Massive ring of fire. What's going on? He's not dead yet? Alright, come at me, bro. I'll finish you. He was playing Dead the Mug. I mean, his eyes are down, but he's going Super Saiyan with the Triforce of Power. Whoa! The deciding battle of the paradox. The demon himself, simply known as Ganon. Holy shit! Crap! We've lost the Master Sword. There's no way he's going to hold me back again. This time we fight together. Damn straight, Navi, I'll be in every Z targeting place as possible. There's only one catch though. I have really no idea what his weak point is, so we've got to find it out ourselves. Get out of the way and find it. You see that? That is the weak spot. Now, you would have to use, if you haven't got the Bigocto sword, the only weapon that would affect him would be the Megaton hammer. And obviously it's a good idea to take off the hover boots at this point. If you want an extra challenge, put on the iron boots. But if you're having trouble getting through him, what you could do is roll under his legs and hit him in the tail that way. But I haven't actually paused to get out my Bigocto sword or hammer yet. There's a reason for this. So you could roll under his legs without targeting and hit his tail with a lucky shot. Try and get him to swing. Don't make him break. Oh shit! That's not what I was hoping. I just got hit by the fire as well. But yeah, if you make him break this rubble, you can get items. Funnily enough, all weapons affect him in some possible way. Are you serious? I'm trying to discuss strategies here. Obviously, the main strategy is that you want him to slash at you, try and get around him and then attack him like this. But what I'm going to do is well, actually, I've got one more strategy to show you. If you're having trouble, wait until he gets crouched down like this and shoot him in the face with a light arrow to stun him. And then you can come around and hit him. But I'm not going to do any of that. Instead, Deku Nuts actually do the same amount of damage as the Bigocto sword. I am not kidding. That is what I'm going to be using. So, who cares about light arrows? Who cares about the Sword of Evil's Bane? Who cares about the Megaton hammer or the Bigocto sword? We have our balls, and we are ballsy enough to take out his tail. Roll, chuck a Deku at him, we're like a freaking ninja, just go Rambo style with him, run at him, roll under his legs, and just press the button that has their nuts in, and then you can hit him. I am literally beating him with my balls. I've got balls of steel. And you just want to keep doing that. Of course, there is risk to this. Sometimes when you're rolling, you may not make it through and you may get hit by his weapons. And of course, I'm not going to be doing this on the Uber Challenge because the whole point is to not use tactics like this. In fact, I think one of the rules is to not use this technique to beat him. You have to beat him legit with the light arrows. And because you have, because you can get one-shotted really easily, and if you do fail at rolling, you are going to get killed because he does 3 hearts per damage, and because we have defense, well, he can tank them, of course. We can tank him. But anyway, once we do enough damage, he's weakened, knocked down, and we can go get the Master Sword because the 5 arrow is down. Scatlink, the Master Sword is here. Hurry up! And we want to flintstone it over there as quickly as possible. Notice that our green button is empty. And before I continue, there is a glitch. If you do, in certain versions, if you save before grabbing the Master Sword and then reload, you can start your game from inside the bottom of Ganon's tower. You serious? That's never happened before. Of course that happened on camera. But anyway, now with that derpiness out of the way, whatever. We've now got to beat him with the Master Sword, and you can't jump around him to get... I'm trying to discuss strategies here, and I'm not allowed to. You can't just dodge attacks and try to get around him now. He's more focused on you than ever before. Now what you want to do is to definitely use light arrows, because it's the time to do so. Hit him in the butt. But if you use the Deku strategy, you can still hit him. But you still need the Master Sword to finish him off. That is the thing. So on one of the final hits, you have to use the Master Sword as far as I know, because otherwise you'll be doing this forever. You can still use every other item to hit him as well, but that pretty much doesn't do much, because you have to do the finishing hit with the Master Sword. So after one more roll, I'm going to use the Master Sword. Boom. Gonna fish 24 nuts. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Come at me, bro. Come at me. Whoa! Spin! And if you're lucky, if you keep on spinning, you might be able to get his tail again. Look at the leg! All of the legs! I almost got hit there. Okay, stay with him. Oh god. Roll. There we go. Okay, when's he gonna go down? That's the question, because it varies almost every time you play the game. It's kind of weird. There we go, he's down! As soon as I say that, he goes down! Okay, whoa, what the hell? Who's using Hyper Beam? Zelda? I'm using my power to hold the evil king. You use your sword and deliver the final blow! Wow, she's drained herself with that Hyper Beam. I am Luke Skywalker. Feel the Force. Yeah, they had to do that. But that's telling you to use your Master Sword. So what am I going to do to this thing? Let's beat him in the ultimate way possible. You know what, Gammon Pork? You've ruined my childhood by sacrificing 7 years of it. You know what I have to say to that? You know what I have to say to your freaking face? Gammon Pork. In your face! Om nom nom. Sages, now! And that summoning completely took it out of her. Ancient creators of Hyrule. Now, open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. Darunia, Ruto, Naboo, Impa, Saria. With our powers combined, we are Captain Planet now, not really. More like the Power Rangers. Oh, they've got each colour assigned to them. Curse you, Zelda! Curse you, sages! Curse you, Scatlink! Someday, when the seal is broken. That is when I will exterminate your descendants. As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand. Foreshadowing for Wind Waker. Hey look, we're in the skybox. Thank you, Scatlink. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed inside the evil realm. Thus, peace will once again reign in this world. For a time. What do you mean for a time? All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young, I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. I dragged you into it too. Now it is time for me to make up for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the door of time. However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed. Not solving the paradox, however. Scatlink, give me the ocarina to me. As a sage, I can return you to your original time with it. And that's what creates the paradox. This timeline continues, and the child timeline goes off in a different direction. When peace returns to Hyrule, it'll be time for us to say goodbye. Oh. Oh well, we'll meet in the next life, won't we? Pfft. Always with incarnations and stuff. Now, go home, Scatlink. Regain your lost time. Home, where you are supposed to be. The way you are supposed to be. And we finish off with the Song of Time. Take it, Zelda. And she has one look at us before we regain our childhood. Thank you, Scatlink. Goodbye. And there's the credits, Shigeru Miyamoto. His face all over this game. First 3D Zelda game ever made. Man, what a masterpiece. True, there are some flaws, and there are loads of glitches. I guess you could say it's one of the glitchiest games, if you know what to do. Obviously, cartridge tilt, and reverse bottle adventure, but I don't do that kind of crap. Because I don't like breaking this game. But, however, there will be a bonus episode. Showing off a few tricks, and also a few secrets that I didn't cover in the main story, because they were out of the way. And that will be coming out right after this finale, and then that will be the end of this series. For a time. If I ever get the chance to do so, I might take a tour on version 1.0's beta worlds, then version 1.1, and then version 1.2 of the NES version, of the N64 versions on emulator, and check out their beta worlds, because each version of the cartridge, because there was 3 different versions for the Nintendo 64, each separate version has actual differences in their beta worlds, which is kind of interesting actually, because they had to keep making revisions and they had to keep moving the code around, and that's kind of how it works. Because when you use version 1.0, you can't encounter the special Triforce transition when you walk into an area. Think of like Donkey Kong's transition, Donkey Kong 64's transition, but it's Triforce, and it's, well, for Zelda. But, you know, that wasn't included, and I can't find that anywhere in the 1.0's beta world, so it must be 1.1, so that's a definite example. But anyway, I won't get into the bonuses of the bonus episode. I mean, obviously, the practice video that I noted the 3D changes on, obviously was like one of my very first videos on my channel, but that's pretty much bonus episode number 2 and the final video of the playlist. The next bonus episode will be like the only bonus episode that I'm recording at the time, because that one was done ages ago. And funny thing is, even though when we're looking at all these images, the ROM hack Void Your Time mimics these looks slightly. So yeah, we beat the game. Not really much to say really. I mean, I've already said my stuff before we beat Ganon on the way up to the tower, and well, I've beaten this game so many times, I just enjoy playing the game. And I play it differently almost every time as well. This was just one of the cases where I did it like the same of my previous 2 times. The other time would have been doing the 3-heart run, but that doesn't count. So yeah, Uber Challenge, I don't know when I'll get around to doing that. Void Your Time, I don't know when I'll be getting around to doing that. That was kind of the reason why I wanted to do a 100% walkthrough this game, so you can clearly notice the differences, I should say. Everyone's having a party except for us, because we've gone to our own time period, but this time period's jamming it out. So we get to literally meet the whole cast of characters here, all in Lon Lon Ranch. It's quite funny, actually. So, getting back to talking to the game here, I mean, look at Guru, and the freaking postman is just running around. Not postman, running man. And I don't know why those two people on the shopkeeper's mat. I mean, you may not actually bump into the person on the mat if you don't go for the bomb chews. And I didn't know that there were that many carpenters. I like how Malon actually sings the tune. Everyone doing the cha-cha, or the monkey. And look at Anju, she's juggling cuckoos. That freaking Bigoron, he's dancing his head off, and the Gerudus are doing the can-can. Look at them, they're doing the can-can. What the hell, dude? Moscow, I don't know the freaking words. No. Of course, these two are depressed because they've lost their, well, joys in life, I guess. Ruto and Saria, respectively. Take that, Mido, you're no hero, but guess what? Saria has to tease him. See those sparkles? In true Power Rangers fashion, they go off as beams, along with the other sages. Super Mario Club always have to be included for some bizarre reason. I don't know if they're part of a debug team or something, or they just support the releases of the games. But on the top of the world, literally, on Death Mountain, they overlook the world that they've just saved from Ganon's evil tyrant. And Impa looks up into the skybox. Making that timeline come to a conclusion for now. But yes, we've got more cutscenes, as you can clearly see here. We are returned as a kid. The Master Sword sits there proudly, all nice and shiny. Listen, Scatlink, it's been nice knowing you, but I've done my part. The Gate Dicketry told me to, so I'll be seeing you around, buddy. Bye, Navi. You were awesome! There's the sword that has fulfilled its destiny once again. I love those bells. And now I'll be showing up for this one bit. And that's the end of Ocarina of Time. If you're playing the 3DS version, you'll be getting a extra, the 3DS version credits reel after this, but if you're playing any other version, guess what? As in true Zelda fashion, the game freezes. Mashing buttons, absolutely nothing. Guess what? We're going to have to restart. Hit the reset on the console, and just like in Twilight Princess, if you reload your file, guess where you're going to be? You're going to be starting right back at the beginning, at the bottom of Ganon's tower. I'm going to get out of here before I get hit by a keys. That'll just root everything. But yeah, we're done the game. 100%. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. I don't really know what to say because I've beaten this game so many times, it's just amazing, but I wanted to do a 100% walkthrough on it. I must say though, this has been like, well, other than the first time I beat the game, this was like the second longest time it's taken me to actually beat Ocarina of Time, but that's because I've been managing so many projects, including that damn Final Fantasy VI, that just doesn't like to be recorded, but yeah. So, I'll have my bonus episode And after that bonus episode comes along, and I'll probably release a few more Final Fantasy videos after that. After that, though, I'm going to be releasing something. And I wish you would play it if you see the trailer. So, I'll see you guys next time for bonus episodes. See you guys then.